Hey guys, welcome back to another video in this series. I'm turning 30. My name is Mitch, and this is a series where I talk about my life. Whether that's things that have happened in the past, things that are happening in the present, things that will happen in the future, even a mixture of all three. And as you can see today, I'm going to be talking about fashion. As you can see by my outfit, I am clearly the pinnacle of fashion and very interested in it and always fashionable and don't wear the same hoodie and shorts slash lounge pants at home every single day. Definitely is a unique outfit. Do not go back and look at the other videos and see how often I have worn things, in particular this sweatshirt. Another thing I would like to say is that this video is not necessarily, oh, I'm so interested in fashion, this is how fashion has influenced me. This is to kind of just show you what I'm wearing at present each and every day here in Japan and kind of what I wear casually and maybe in more formal situations. I'm just going to kind of show you some outfits and hopefully it turns out somewhat interesting. And you guys can be the judge of what I wear. So without further ado, let's get into it. And let's start with the more formal clothing, kind of what I wear to work and what would wear on like an outing or to see somebody, whether that was a date or a meeting or something like that. So we'll start off with the work clothes. Now, for work clothes here in Japan, and I usually do this no matter where I am, I usually have a very specific section for things and what kind of clothes they are and what they have to wear. And you may have noticed this in my other videos where I've been in this room and talked, but these closets do not have anything that I can really hang anything on, so it's basically just stuff that's folded and kind of tossed onto either this shelf, the floor, or you can put stuff up here as well. I don't have any clothes up here at all. This is other random stuff. But I don't have anywhere I can really hang it. It is very hard to get anything without some type of wrinkle in Japan. There's not really dryers here. You can air dry them and hang them up, but usually there are wrinkles and you would have to iron things, but some things you can't iron. And so a lot of the things I have are wrinkled in some form or unless they are made out of a certain material. For my clothes here in Japan, both of my schools are not strict really about what I wear at all. Like I probably could just go to school and whatever, and on certain days I have, if I'm either missing something or something's not clean, then I have on very rare days, or if there is some type of event going on at the school, I'll dress a little bit differently. But those are very rare cases. And what I found is kind of the most sensible for me and that my schools are okay with is wearing these black jeans or a type of dark jeans just in general. I wear these pretty much every single day. Just I tried to just find as black of jeans as possible, and I just wear those. That's usually my bottom half. Again, if it's a more formal situation or something I need to be dressed up for, then I will wear my suit and suit pants. And you can see even with the suit pants right here, they are also just very black. And then you can see my suit right here, and you can kind of see I might show up. I'm sure it'll kind of show up on camera, but this white shirt is very wrinkled, and that's because I wore it recently and hung it up on this coat hanger, and I haven't had to wear it since, so I have not ironed it. Now, let's say it's a situation where it's just not a normal school day or a very, very formal event. It's somewhere kind of in the middle, like a date that I mentioned. I would wear probably something like this, a button-down shirt that has a collar on it, long sleeves, and this material, specifically with this shirt, is nice and stretchy, actually. It does not wrinkle easily. This one does not have a ton of wrinkles. It's kind of wrinkly, but not like super bad because of the material that this is made out of. So I would probably wear something like this, depending on where you're going for the date, obviously. But this is something that I would wear to one of those type of occasions where it's not super business formal, but not like a casual fit that I can just wear to any day of work. This is like a shirt that I would wear along with either slacks or jeans, again, depending on the situation. Actually, I just had some clothes finish up in the washer, so let me show you guys what I do, how they're kind of set up and how they dry, especially during the winter time. Alright, so if I take you guys in here, as you can see right now, I have some shirts kind of hanging up right there. And you can't really tell right there because I have black curtains, but there are a bunch of black shirts hanging up on there. You can see some clothes hanging on my TV. And then right here on the couch as well, I have some clothes kind of set up. And that's how I dry them. And again, if it's like something that's like easier to get wrinkles out of, like I try to put stuff that's a lot more noticeable with wrinkles, kind of more spread out and like hoping that gravity will do some of the work, and like I try to shake them out, but sometimes you just can't get rid of the wrinkles as well. And then when I want to wear things that I don't want to have wrinkles, I have to iron them. You can see right down there with some other stuff, some other laundry stuff, you can see my ironing board. So now let me show you what I wear to work here in Japan. I also wore some of these shirts when I worked at Costco before I came here. Kind of the same type of vibe or the same type of rules that Costco had apply to the schools that I got assigned here in Japan. One of my favorite shirts that I get to wear right here, and again, the big thing is wearing something that has a collar. This is a shirt that I wear quite often that has these smiley faces that turn into a kind of scarier face, I guess you could say. It just the happy face kind of melts away and just shows like the flesh underneath, I guess. But I am allowed to wear this as it's collared. Gets a lot of comments here from the students and the teachers. Not really negative. It's just kind of just like they kind of expect me to wear this after they've known me. They kind of get it and think it's fun and they like it when I wear it. So probably one of the top outfits that I get complimented on at school by the kids. And then right here, these are some of the more, I guess, boring ones. Again, just collared. These ones don't have buttons all the way down like some of the other shirts, but this is just a black shirt that just has like a black polo. But the material is much more just like clothy, and I just have 3 different colors. As you can see, I have blue, maroon type of color, and then a black one. Another style that I have a lot of, and you may have seen up close that I have hanging up in there, are kind of like these plaid-esque type shirts, and these ones are the ones that go all the way down. So these are, like I said, just full button downs, and they just kind of have the same repeating pattern, kind of just going throughout. Again, just something pretty easy, and again, collar that I can just wear to school. So I have this one. This one right here, I don't wear as much. It's a little small. I bought it at a thrift store right before I came to Japan because I was looking for more stuff. And it also technically doesn't have a collar. As you can see, there's a hood actually sewed onto this. It's just like a hybrid, like plaid shirt. So I don't wear this one that often. Again, this is probably like one of the emergency ones that I wear. And I can kind of get away with it not having a collar because it's so similar to a lot of the stuff that I wear. And lastly, just like another one that you saw hanging up in here, just another just same type of patterned thing. Got a collar and everything. Something interesting with this one, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this on camera. Yeah, you can see these little holes. I have little holes along the collar. This one actually came with a hood as well. I actually bought this at American Eagle, and I can button on a hood to this and turn it into a hoodie as well. Similar to that last one, except instead of being sewed, it's buttoned on, and then you can hide the buttoned hood under the collar so people can't see it as well. But that's the general gist of what I wear to work. Moving on to shoes, before I show you my like casual stuff. Shoes are kind of hard because in Japan you have to change shoes when you get to the locations that you go to. So I can't show you my work shoes, but they're just kind of just plain normal indoor sneakers. They're just gray. I just kind of bought these just stuff at a department store. It's nothing fancy. But then I have some of these shoes, and they're kind of dirty right now. I haven't washed my shoes actually in quite a bit, which I should. And then I have these more high top ones as well. And these are both Vessies. Not a sponsor, I wish. But if you've watched a lot of YouTube videos or seen any type of influencers, a lot of people know about Vessies. They're kind of like waterproof shoes. And coming to Japan, I knew that I was going to be walking around in water quite a bit. So these have been really nice because I never have my feet wet at all. And then if we go back to my more formal wear, I have just these shoes when I need to wear kind of something formal. But again, even with these, I have to change into other shoes if I go inside somewhere. So even these, if I wear them as a formal thing, I change into my indoor shoes at my school. So even these don't get worn a lot. And then just as something to either work out in or sporty or anything like that, I have these Nikes that I bought while I was here. These are the shoes that I go running in. If you saw my exercise video when I said I was going to start running, these are the shoes I bought for that. So, yeah, those are the shoes that I own. I have some other pairs of shoes, again, for very specific activities like hiking. I have some flip-flops. I have some Vans as well that go with very specific outfits. I won't grab them because I hardly ever wear them, but these are the main shoes that I wear, or the shoes that I wear the most often. As far as socks go, my long socks, these are all long socks that I'm holding right now, and you can kind of see they're all mostly different colors. Obviously black is in a lot of them, but some of them have designs on them, some of them have been gifts, some of them I bought. But usually long socks, I go for very just like random, not a bulk, just kind of one pair of long socks. And I usually wear these with the high tops that I showed you earlier. And then as for the other shoes, I kind of just have, and this is what I've worn for years. My parents buy me these, and I bought these as well. They're just Puma socks. I believe you can get them from Costco. But these are usually the ones that I wear. I also have another pair of socks that I recently got. I believe my parents sent me these while I was here in Japan. But they're just like these, just like black ankle socks that are also very short. But those are the types of socks that I wear. If they're short, kind of uniform across the board, and if I wear really long socks, it's time for me to show off or try to match it to my outfit. Now, if we go to my casual outfits, which I put in this closet. And as you can see, like I mentioned before, there's no hanger or anything like that. My bed is stored in the bottom half. I don't think it's in frame here, but my bed is stored here in the bottom half, and all of my casual clothes, workout clothes, anything casual that I'm not really going to be going out or use that often goes in here. Anything that's for like a specific type of activity or for strictly home use is in this closet right here. Now, I'll hold all these up, and you can kind of see there's quite a bit here. This is my underwear stack. I have a bunch of different colors. I get most of my underwear from MeUndies. I bought MeUndies like forever ago, probably 8 years ago for the first time, and I just kind of keep buying them if I ever need to re-up on them. They're great, they're wonderful. I do have a slight issue with them, and that's the fact that if you do not get a solid color, I have other ones here that I didn't hold up, and these are ones that are have designs on them. You can kind of see this one right here has like triangles. I have some like gag ones that have like ramen bowls on them and things like that. And these are not as good. They ride up a lot more when I'm wearing them, so I don't wear them as often. I consider them emergency pairs. If something ever happened to all of these, or I didn't have clean pairs, then I usually will wear these. Next, I want to show you my long sleeve stuff that I wear. And long sleeve stuff is probably my favorite stuff to wear. I love just how it looks on me and how I feel in it. It just feels the best to me. So these are things I like to wear the most. Even though I can't wear them in summer because I sweat so much, so I can't wear them, or I really shouldn't because it will make that problem way worse. So these are things I really like to wear, but I can't wear that often because of the temperature, and yeah. So this is one that I got recently. As you can see, this is a anime girl shirt. This is from a VTuber named Iron Mouse. If you're not aware of her, she's one of the biggest VTubers on Twitch. She streams quite a bit. And I actually bought this in Osaka recently. She did a collaboration with a tattoo artist that I recently visited. And this was one of the last ones that they had in stock. So I got it. Now, this shirt right here, nothing really on this, as you can see. It's long sleeve, and it's just got this little skull with palm trees on it. On the back, it's a little bit more designed skull, the Grim Reaper chilling out on the beach. So this one and this shirt right here, this white one that, as you can see, is kind of a theme with that other shirt that I showed you that I wear to work as well. This one also has face right here in the middle, and then also has smiley faces on this sleeve right here on the side. These two shirts right here, I pair with a jacket, and the jackets that I wear often, I keep up here. And this jacket specifically, as I toss all of my hoodies out. This jacket specifically is one that I like to wear with those shirts. So it's a shirt that I found online from there's somebody on a podcast that I watched that wore this, and I found out where they got it, and I also got it. It's got this cool thing on the back, but as you can see, this jean jacket has a collar. So when it's cold, springtime, fall time, those two shirts and this jacket, this is something that I will wear if the weather is decent enough, if it's not too hot, too cold. And this counts as being okay at the schools that I go to. So I'm allowed to wear this to work along with those shirts. Now this sweater is a much more casual thing. This is another, as you can see, an Anime Girl is on this, but this is also from a podcast. And as you can see now that we've gotten to my casual clothing, there's a theme about casual clothing that I like to wear. A lot of black and a lot of anime things or weird, strange looking themes. Again, I don't exactly know what my styles call. If you have any idea, put it down in the comments down below, but I have no idea. But this is just a sweater, basically. It's really thick, made out of wool. Can wear this kind of inside casually on a Saturday or Sunday. If I'm kind of chilling out, not going anywhere, or just hanging out with friends, this is something that I will wear. And then lastly, within the same vein, I have this also sweater that I bought in Europe before I came here. And this piece of clothing, this sweater, this Vans sweater, is single-handedly the most complimented piece of clothing that I have ever owned. From friends to co-workers to students to whoever I really interact with here, I have gotten complimented on this so often, easily. It's honestly shocking to me how often I get complimented in this. Like, I obviously know it's like a nice color scheme and everything, but like, I never feel as good in any other piece of clothing as I do in this one, sheerly based on the amount of compliments that I have gotten. Like, it's honestly crazy how many people have said something to me while wearing this. Now, I'll show you guys the collection in just a second, but I have a lot of beanies that I wear, or knit hats, whatever you want to call them, and I have a bunch of different colors, and I usually pair a pink one with this, and people really just like that combo and will sometimes even compliment both, like, oh, you really know how to pair the clothing together well, you pair your colors together really well while you're dressing. And again, this is just a great piece of clothing. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it is the most complimented, so it's definitely up there. Now, I'm not going to show you every single short sleeve shirt that I own. That would just take a while. I didn't show you every formal thing that I owned either, but you get the kind of general theme. I buy a lot of anime related clothing. I have some sports related clothing as well. Now, I'll only show you the one here, but this is something that I also got close to that exercise video. This is just like a kind of like a tank top, just something that I can go out and run in. It is a little difficult to use, obviously, during the cold seasons, and I have some thermals that just got out of the wash that you can watch during that part. Most of the black stuff, those are like thermal clothes that I wear under this when I go running, but this is what I run in, and I have like 4 or 5 different colors for this. And then right here, I'm not going to unfold them or anything, because they're folded right now and I don't want to unfold them. But these are my jogger sets that I wear. This is what I will usually wear casually. If I don't want to wear jeans, I like to wear some type of joggers. This one's more clothy, and this one's more like normal pants feeling, I guess. But I wear some type of joggers most of the time if I don't want to wear jeans. I only have one pair of shorts, really, like, that are not sportswear shorts. They're these red ones. They are kind of short, just a little bit. But these are really the only shorts that I own, and I don't really love wearing shorts like out and about if I'm not doing something active, so I don't really wear these that often. Sometimes I do. And as you can see, I'm wearing these red shorts right now as well. And as many people know that are watching this series, I usually have like a specific pair of shorts or something that I wear at home every single day. And if I'm just kind of going out and not really doing a whole lot, I will usually just go out in those really quickly and then kind of just come back home. It's just what I do a lot of the time. But I do have other pairs of shorts, but again, it's kind of like the same thing. Like, these are more like, I'll wear these to like play sports or do something physical, or just kind of chilling out at home. I don't really like wear these out and about. As you can see on these shorts, kind of like a Japanese type theme. Got the Sakura thing here and the the fan. Now in the summertime, I don't wear hoodies in the house, especially in Japan, because no AC here, so it gets really hot. So instead of wearing hoodies inside, I usually will wear just tank tops. I just have a bunch of black tank tops. Most of them just have some type of saying on the front. And I'm not going to go over every single short sleeve shirt that I own, because as you can see, there's a lot of them. But you can also see there's a theme: white, black, and purple. That's basically it for most of my short sleeves. I have some blue, I believe. There's a gray. But for the most part, I wear 3 colors: white, black, and purple. Now, the short sleeve shirts go in line with the other stuff that I've shown you. Anime themed has either an anime girl or something referencing an anime on it. There are sports themed shirts in there, and along with these jackets that I'll show you right now, I'm a big fan of the Atlanta Falcons. If you watched my sports video, you will know that. So I have a lot of Atlanta Falcons stuff. This jacket right here, this red one right here that you see, is also Atlanta Falcons. So I have a lot of Atlanta Falcons stuff. And then these 2 jackets right here are the jackets that I wear very often. They are kind of waterproof. And I got both of these from YouTube creators that I really like. A lot of my clothes and a lot of things that I buy are from YouTube creators, kind of doing merch drops if I like the design or I've had a good experience with them in the past. So this one right here is a waterproof like bomber jacket that I got from the YouTube channel Critical Role, a D&D podcast, and it's got cool little secret designs on the inside and things like that. If you watch them, you can kind of like decipher this right here, and then on the back it says "Take a chance, roll the dice" right there. So I wear this one fairly often. And then this one is from the creator Moist Critical. I have a lot of Moist Critical clothing. A lot of the stuff that I've shown you is from him. I really like the quality of the merch that he drops a lot of the time. You can kind of see it right here. There is that Moist Esports embroidered, and I really love this jacket. It's really nice, especially when it's raining. It's just nice and comfy, and it stretches. It's just a really good quality, so I really like the stuff that he makes a lot of the time. But that's not all. I have a ton of different hoodies and jackets, but again, I don't want to show you every single piece, and a lot of them I have matching sets for. So I'll show you this to kind of go along with what I just showed you, that jacket. I usually will get matching pairs if they have bottoms. So along with the Moist jacket, I have these that I can wear. Now, obviously, I can't wear these to school. I can't wear these to a date. So these are more for chilling or casual wear, or if I need to go somewhere really quickly. If I go out to eat by myself, I'll put these on. And sometimes I'll pair it with a jacket, sometimes I won't, sometimes I'll pair it with something else. But for the most part, I don't wear these that often. And I kind of keep these on a pile right here. Probably the most disorganized part of my room is I have this like amalgamation. I'll show you, hold on. So as you can see over here in this corner right here, you can see there's just like a bunch of just like clothes. Again, that's just sweatshirts or sweatpants, just kind of just on the floor there that I use, that I'll switch out, and usually I'll pick up, smell them. If it smells bad, I'll throw them in the wash. If it doesn't smell bad, I'll put them on and go to the convenience store or a restaurant or wherever if it's cold and I don't have anything to wear. When it's not cold, I do grab them and put them away. They don't just stay there on the floor, and they're not just like constantly there. They're constantly moving. It's just constantly rotating cycle of clothes during the cold season. And then once the cold season is over, I take those, put them back up here with all of these, and basically close this and don't touch it, because I do not need jackets, especially during Japanese summertime and when it's hot. Don't need any of these at all. And lastly, I'll show you that beanie knit cap collection that I have, and I recently added to it, and I have a huge variety of colors, and I hope to get more, especially because I do not have my favorite color yet, and I would love to have a purple one. But let me show you what I have right now. All right. As you can see right here, there is a pink one. This red one right here, let me see if I can actually twist it and not make everything fall. You can see this one's Atlanta Falcons on it. So I have an Atlanta Falcons one that I can wear with any Falcon stuff that I wear. A black one that is all-purpose. A lime green one that I haven't found a good outfit to wear. I was thinking about wearing it with one of the smiley face shirts, but it is slightly a different color. So I haven't had a good chance to wear that one yet, but I do really like the color, so hoping I can wear that. I've been wearing the white one a lot recently with the white stuff. Then I have a blue one, a maroon one, I'm not sure exactly what color this is, a brownish kind of color. I have this orange one and a gray one right here. So as you can see, I have a bunch of different colors of those. Again, I tried to pair those accordingly depending on the outfit I'm wearing. For example, if I was to wear like this outfit out, I have red and black. I would probably not take the Falcons one because these reds are slightly different shades. So I'd probably just take the black one. But I generally try to find something in my clothes that it matches with. If not, the black one's the easiest one that kind of just goes with whatever. So the black one gets worn the most often. But like I said, with that most complimented sweater that I showed you earlier, that long sleeve one, I usually wear the pink one with, and people really like those two together, even if the pinks aren't exactly the same. People really think that it complements it well, and like I said, I just get a ton of praise for just doing that alone. And yeah, that's really it as far as my now fashion goes. Going forward, I don't really know. I don't have like a specific fashion sense that I'm going for. I try to be just somewhat presentable when I go out a lot of the time. Honestly, it's hard here without the dryer and needing to like iron things and certain things being harder to iron or harder to get wrinkles out of. I feel a lot less confident going out in clothing here because it's just so much harder to not have wrinkles. Even if you can buy stuff that like helps, but it's just not exactly the same. It's just not something that I'm used to or I really understand how to fix. So I've just been kind of like living with that problem and either having something sort of wrinkled or just having to iron all the time. But it is a problem that I deal with here and something that's hard for me fashion wise. Again, I don't think I'm the most fashionable, but I'm not terrible at it. I'm definitely just kind of somewhere in the middle, kind of just know how to dress myself and what kind of colors go together. But for the most part, I really like the stuff that I wear. Obviously, with work clothes, it's a little bit harder because you're more constricted on what you should wear to a workplace, depending on where you work. And fashion was not something that I really learned a whole lot about growing up or anything like that. So I feel like I went out of my way to go shopping with my mom or just by myself and started buying my own clothes fairly early when I was a teenager. Like I had a say in what I would wear a lot of the time, even if it wasn't like my favorite. It was always something that like I agreed to wear. It wasn't like a lot of stuff wasn't just bought for me and given to me. It was like I would go out and be like, it would be both of our opinions. Oh, this could look good on you, rather than like, oh, you're gonna look good in this. So I had a lot of say in what I wanted to wear. So I've never felt like weird or not confident about the stuff and the fashion that I wear kind of growing up. And I think that will just continue into the future. But I figured it would be kind of interesting for you guys to see what I wear on a daily basis and kind of what I think about it. Let me know down in the comments down below if you think my fashion sucks, or if you really like it, or there's some type of thing that I should wear, or try, or buy. If you think I would look good in it, let me know down in the comments down below. I really do appreciate you guys stopping by every single week. That is the end of this week's video, and again, guys, we are so close to being done with the series. I think what I'm going to do is, after this video goes up, the next week after is going to be the final week where I talk about something, and then you can look for a special type of video in April where I will do something completely different, I guess, kind of celebrating the end of the series. I have a sort of idea in mind for it. We'll see if it pays off at all. But next week is going to be the last week where I do kind of like this style of video at all. So look forward to that, guys. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so, so much for all your continued support. It's weird that it's kind of coming to an end. We'll see what the future holds in regarding to making more videos, this series. I have posted videos for the entire last year, so there's a ton of content. If this is your first video, or if you haven't seen them all, there's a ton of stuff that you can watch. I don't exactly know what content is going to be moving forward from my 30th birthday, because kind of the whole point was to do it up to turning 30, and that will be gone as soon as April hits. But I'll figure it out. I don't think I'm going to stop posting completely, but it's definitely not going to be a weekly thing. And the videos are not going to look like this. If I do post, they'll be probably a different concept completely. But we'll see if that ever even comes to fruition, if I can think of good enough ideas, stuff that I enjoy making, stuff that I think is valuable in some way to people that are consuming it. Once again, guys, I really do appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. And I will see you guys again next week. Peace.